Hey everyone! Welcome to our channel, the place where curiosity meets entertainment. From jaw-dropping celebrity drama to the stories that shape our world, we bring you fresh, honest, and binge-worthy content every week. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and join our growing family because the story starts here. Long before the age of catfights caught on iPhone cameras and Instagram clapbacks, Alexis Bellino and Gretchen Rossi were two of the boldest blondes to grace RHOC's gated communities. But they weren't just reality stars, they were symbols. Alexis embodied suburban perfection with a sprinkle of Christian devotion, while Gretchen was the ultimate RHOC party girl with a tragic backstory and a flair for fashion. Their early seasons were full of laughter, loyalty, and late-night poolside wine chats. But like all our RHOC friendships, theirs eventually soured. The reasons were layered: jealousy, men, alleged backstabbing, and of course, the insatiable Bravo beast called storyline hunger. Fans watched as their closeness melted under the California sun, leaving behind scorched trust and burned bridges. By the time both women left the series, their bond had dissolved into silence. No Instagram comments, no lunch sightings, not even a shared throwback for nostalgia's sake. Now, nearly a decade later, that silence has been broken, and Alexis has spoken, softly, sharply, and religiously. Gretchen Rossi's RHOC return was always going to cause a stir. After all, she didn't exactly leave with a clean slate. Her engagement to Slade Smiley, once one of the most controversial men in Housewives history, had sparked debates, memes, and even a few tabloid investigations. But time, motherhood, and TikTok reinventions have done wonders for Gretchen's image. In 2025, she's a podcasting, branding, influencing powerhouse. Her daughter Skylar is already a social media mini-celeb, and Gretchen herself has pivoted into the spiritual wellness chic lane. It was the perfect time for a comeback, especially in a season where RHOC desperately needed OG flavor. Bravo knew what it was doing. Bring back Gretchen, let her clash with Tamra Judge again. Maybe throw in a reconciliation attempt with Vicky Gunvalson. But what they weren't prepared for, what no one was prepared for, was Alexis Bellino's mic drop reaction. It was at a charity gala that Alexis Bellino was asked by a reporter about Gretchen's rumored return. Wearing a flowing white gown with gold trim and a cross necklace so large it could have its own security team, Alexis paused, smiled sweetly, and said, "Well, if she's really coming back, she's gonna need the prayers." The media ran with it, memes exploded. Bravo fans speculated, was this a joke, an insult, a subtle flex? Alexis later clarified in an Instagram live, "Look, I pray for all my sisters, even if we're not close. RHOC isn't for the faint of heart, and if Gretchen thinks she's ready to come back into this, she's gonna need some spiritual armor." Translation: good luck, girl. You're walking into a lion's den, and I'm not throwing you a bone. It was Alexis's way of reclaiming her own narrative. A reminder that behind the scripture and serenity was a woman who could deliver drama with angelic elegance. Chapter 4. Bravo Bible Battles, Holy Water versus Lip Glosslet. Not sugarcoat it. Alexis and Gretchen may share similarities, but their differences are where the sparks live. Gretchen is secular glam, fast-talking, and unapologetically materialistic. Alexis is more spiritual glam, softly spoken, and prayerfully passive-aggressive. It's blonde versus blonde, but also values versus vanity, or maybe, values with vanity. Behind Alexis' calm demeanor lies a woman who's weathered public divorces, body image scrutiny, and accusations of being a Stepford wife. Behind Gretchen's polished influencer facade lies a woman who's fought tooth and nail for public redemption, clapped back at trolls, and still proudly wears the label of RHOC's most glam villainous. Their inevitable on-screen reunion, rumored to be happening in episode 6 of the upcoming season, has already been teased as so explosive. Production had to cut filming short for the day. Insiders claim Alexis arrived with prayer journals and left with a broken wine glass. Chapter 5. Bravo fans. Pick sides in the age of X, formerly Twitter, Threads, and fan Reddit forums. It didn't take long for the fandom to split into two camps. Team Alexis, she's evolved, she's wise, she's still got class. Give her the diamond already. Team Gretchen, she's iconic, she's entertaining, and she's the comeback queen. Polls ran, hashtags trended. Some fans even speculated that Bravo might do the unthinkable, give both women orange-holding full-time roles next season. One fan summed it up best: Alexis is the prayer before the storm. Gretchen is the storm. And we're the innocent townspeople watching from behind our couches. We can't talk about Gretchen without Slade. And we can't talk about Slade without drama. Slade Smiley, RHOC's most resilient boyfriend turned fiancé turned househusband, still sparks debate to this day. Many claim he used Gretchen to revive his own image. Others say he softened her, matured her, gave her purpose. Either way, Alexis has opinions. She hasn't said much on Slade publicly, but a source close to her recently leaked. Let's just say Alexis has always questioned Slade's intentions. She thinks Gretchen's too smart for some of the things she tolerates. Ouch, that's housewives code for dump him, sis. In 2025, with rumors of Gretchen and Slade experiencing financial tension, some wonder if his Bravo return is as calculated as it is convenient. Alexis, who has rebuilt her life post-divorce and now runs a successful boutique spiritual brand, seems to be watching from a moral high ground. With her latte in one hand and scripture in the other, sources say Alexis' confessional interviews this season are some of the best Bravo has aired since Teresa Giudice flipped that iconic table in New Jersey. One rumored quote, "I forgave her, but forgiveness doesn't mean I forgot the shade she threw in 2013. I've evolved. I just hope Gretchen has too. Otherwise, we're all gonna need more than a few Hail Marys." And that's Alexis in a nutshell. Gentle tone, deadly aim. Meanwhile, Gretchen's confessional reportedly includes, "Alexis can pray all she wants, but prayers won't save her from karma. Or me. Oof, game on." Behind the scenes, the RHOC production team couldn't be happier. One assistant producer told a blog anonymously, "We knew bringing Gretchen back would cause ripples. But Alexis' reaction gave us waves. The kind of waves you don't just ride, you surf straight into Emmy territory." Producers have reportedly planned a sit-down scene between Alexis and Gretchen in episode 8. Hosted at Shannon Beater's new Zen brunch, nothing like a peaceful setting to trigger a catfight. For Alexis, this season is about proving she's more than a throwback. She's wiser, stronger, and not afraid to clap back. She wants fans to know she's not here for petty fights, but she's also not backing down when provoked. For Gretchen, this is her second chance, a chance to reclaim her spot, rebuild her image, and perhaps even shift into a RHOC matriarch role. Assuming the drama doesn't consume her first, as their storylines begin to entangle like gold chains in a jewelry box. One thing is clear, this isn't just reality TV, this is spiritual warfare in stilettos, whether you're Team Halo or Team Hurricane. Alexis Bellino and Gretchen Rossi's on-screen showdown will go down as one of RHOC's most iconic arcs. It's not just about friendship lost or shade thrown, it's about identity, evolution, faith, and fame. As Alexis might say, even Jesus flipped a table when he had to. And this season, it looks like Alexis may be doing the same.